Whoa, whoa, whoa. Here we are, everybody. Live. We're live broadcasting all the way from Portarlington, County Laois in Ireland. And it is a absolutely beautiful Sunday evening. Half two here. Bit of rain. Little bit of rain here. But it's very hot. We're going through a little heat wave at the moment. But it's to get cooler all week. And you know, we just talk about the weather all the time here in Ireland because we're obsessed with it. And I was talking to someone a few weeks ago, and we were saying that when Irish people describe the weather, they describe it as if it's on them. So in Irish, if you say like, it's on me in the traditional language, when you translate how people talk about the weather or sadness, they would say a great sadness is on me. Brown arm, a sadness is on me, not I am sad. So it's as if we are separate from the feeling, and the feeling passes like weather. So the weather is on us, the sadness is on us, happiness is on us. And it's a fleeting thing, which it actually is. Thought that was very beautiful and poetic almost when I heard it. Profound even. And that's how we're feeling now. The rain is on us. But I hope the weather is good where everyone else is. So I'm just doing this kind of live broadcast here. I like doing lives. They're much better. Get people, everyone gets involved. We all kind of chat with each other. We all talk shit and ramble. Anytime I kind of do podcasts before, well, you don't really interact with the audience. But this way, interacting with the audience is absolutely great. It's brilliant crack. Because you get live feedback. Peter Riley, what part are you from? I am from Portarlington in County Laois. On the Laois side, Portarlington is split between Laois and Offaly. Once you pass over the bridge, you're in Offaly. I'm in the Laois side. There's a great rivalry there. The Offaly side is called Gracefield. Gracefield. But it's I don't know if it's technically Portarlington. I think they made up the name so as that they wouldn't have the Portarlington. They might not have the Portarlington address. I think that was it. Or the Laois address. So they wanted Offaly, so they made Gracefield up. I could be making that all up, actually, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if that's true. Chris Blade is in the audience. What's going on, Chris Blade? Where are you from? What's the weather like there? That's a very important thing. And what time is it there? I like to know all these things. Whoa, the controller smasher is here from Cork. The people of Cork are great people. If you've never been to Ireland, you have to go to Cork. It's a fucking great town, great city. I've been in Cork a few times. One time, I was at Paul Nutini concert when I was younger, and I stayed in a hostel. And it was fucking great. And then 2 other times, I was in film festivals there. I was in a film festival at Indie Cork. Cork. Yeah, is it Indie Cork? Anyway, it's a great festival. Peter Riley, my all came from Dublin. My dad was a caveman. Your old fella came from Dublin. He was a caveman. Well, you must be very old then, I believe. That would have you been very old. Brian's Life, 72, is just watching a march protest in Ireland I saw when I was scrolling. Yeah, there does be kind of a good bit of protesting going on. What was the protest about? People are protesting for fucking everything these days. There's always something going on, isn't there? The world's kind of nuts at the moment. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of like a TV show, or it's like Wacko Land. I'm not really vibing with it at the moment. It kind of reminds me of in professional wrestling. If anyone's a fan of pro wrestling, and they would have, let's say, a wrestler that the office are trying to push because they think he's going to be the next big thing, and I feel like that's what's going on. Or the audience are like, we don't really like this guy, but they keep pushing the narrative of him. He's good, and you're like, no, he's not. I don't fucking like him. I'm not buying it. So I feel like they're not reading the room at the moment. You know, the news and all that. Sweden just got home from the beach. So a good day here for once. Chris Blade, you're a lucky dude. That's fantastic. Coach Will is in the house here. What's up, Coach Will? Respect, brother. It's good to have you in. I hope you're doing great. I love your YouTube channel at the moment. Coach Will had started a YouTube channel. He's like one of the OG members of these broadcasts. And sometimes we talk about all things creative and how to get more creative in life. And Coach Will has done that. And he started his own YouTube channel. It's awesome. Phoenix, Arizona, United States. Distracted by the bulge. Oh no, I must have a big bulge here. Right. Oh wait, mate, fix that. Let's go up. It's up. There we go. I actually recorded a podcast for someone a few weeks ago, and they were talking about the bulge thing as well. It's not a good look for a podcast. You have to be careful of that. Thank you for calling out. It's kind of similar if you had a little snot on your nose, right? Yeah. Not good. Thank you for calling out. What I was kind of thinking there as well about. Oh yeah, I was scrolling through TikTok the other day. I like to go on TikTok sometimes because I see some bubbles going on the screen there. What was that about? Whoa, fuck. How was that happen? That's great, Coach. Well, I'm delighted for you, brother. That's what I like to hear. Oh, yeah. This is what I was thinking of the other day where I was scrolling through TikTok. I like to be on TikTok. I find it's a wild, wild place, you know? There's really mad shit going on. And, yeah, I was like... what the fuck? Yeah. So I came across this. I find TikTok is like a weird place of the internet that, like Instagram and stuff and Facebook and all the other social medias are kind of like, you're walking down the street and everyone's kind of trying to look their best. But TikTok is kind of like you walk down a fucking weird alleyway and you're in this weird fucking bar. You go down into these weird bars and stuff, right? There's a weird shit going on down there and people they're living their authentic lives, as we could say. And, yeah, anyway, but this is actually a good thing I saw. I saw someone talking about radical acceptance. I didn't know this was a thing. Anyone ever heard of this? Radical acceptance. I believe I may have practiced radical acceptance myself in my life because I would have, a few years ago, well, my whole life really, I have a kind of OCD tendencies. And I found over time the only way to actually deal with it was radical acceptance. Accepting that we don't have much control in the world. And accepting that we don't know what's going to happen. And we don't know where we're going to be. And we can't control that, okay? We can only control what we can control. Control the controllables is what they say. Isn't that what they say? And, oh my God. Netanyahu's there in the chats. Wow. Yeah, so, but anyway, radical acceptance, I feel like, has helped me a lot because, you're kind of like, you're not worrying about the control of these weird things anymore that you may once have been worried about. But it's also come in very, very handy for my art, my filmmaking, being creative. Because it's allowed me not to think that I need to control every element of, like, let's just say when I'm making a film, that I don't have to control every element of that, and I don't have to make other people think what I want them to think through the art. It's okay to create the art and for other people to think something else. That's actually, to me, is even more fun now, that people have a totally different idea than what it's actually about to you. And the way I like to do that is leave the mystery. Don't explain everything. Allow people to dream. Allow people to create these ideas together, put them together, and see what they're thinking about. But anyway, that's what I was just thinking about. Radical acceptance for your art. It doesn't matter what people think. Allow the art to become what it is. Allow the creative act to become what it is. Don't try to control it, and accept that. Sometimes things aren't what you thought they were going to be, but still good. You still learn nice lessons from them all. CB the Third is here. What's up, brother? I'm just doing a little shite talk ramble here. I said I'd come on and come in on this Sunday. Kind of feeling a bit cooped up in the house there. What's going on, Damon Psyche? What's going on in Dublin today, man? I didn't even see you. I wasn't watching. Coach Will, yeah, people can blame me. TikTok is the equivalent of the people of Walmart. Yeah, that's probably true, right? I've never been to Walmart. They don't have Walmart in Ireland. I wonder what the equivalent of Walmart is over here. Would it be like a pound shop, maybe? They have a pound shop over here. A Euro shop. They're not that good, though. They are deals. But they're kind of English, those places. I find an English vibe off them. Scott Hendricks, the world gone mad. The world has gone fucking nuts, man. It's like a bad joke. I can't believe it all. It's too crazy. I just keep thinking, like, is this really happening? Do you think this is a good idea? Fucking nuts. I know what we're going to do. Cheers to CB. I'll tell the world, nice accent. Thank you. I have what we would call a very flat Midlands accent. Leash. Flat. I don't even know what that means. I always kind of thought I didn't have an accent my whole life, but then I realized that I do have a very strong one, actually. I'll tell the world, Jesus is the solution. Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you what, right? I've noticed. These people all talk about religion all the time, but I think they twist, the meaning of things from the Bible to suit whatever they want. That's why I think. I don't think they do. I don't think they are always thinking very good stuff. You know what I mean? America, you are not the world, says CB the Third. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it, man. Yeah, whatever. I found a hat. I lost this hat. And then I found it today. I'm fucking delighted. Look at that. But this is a hat. I have this hat a long time. And I lost it, but now I found it. I love when that happens. I always love doing that. I'll tell the world says, the Jesus I'm talking about isn't a religion, but a relationship with your creator. I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. They do. Your relationship with your creator is excellent. And actually, I wouldn't be very religious at all, really. I just wouldn't even been thinking about it too much. But sometimes at Easter, so we're in Ireland, so we'd be mostly Catholic. And sometimes at Easter, I feel like I might just look at some religious stuff for the crack. And I started reading the book of John from the Bible. just to see what it'd be like. I actually just asked ChatGPT. Said, "Here, which Bible?" I talk to ChatGPT a lot. I said, "Which Bible would most suit me?" And it said John. So I started reading it, and I actually thought it was pretty good. Really good lessons there. Really nice fucking vibe. It was great. But Sarah Flight says, they absolutely twist the meaning of things. In America, there's no hate like Christian love. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. But that's, I think that's all religions, because when weird stuff's going on, they just do they twist the words and change it up to suit what they want it to be. CB the Third says, my creators won't even come and spend time with their grandchild. Well, there you go, man. There you go. What can you do? You know what? Radical acceptance. It is what it is. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Has anyone watched any good movies lately? I watched a really good movie last week. I've watched it twice. I never ever rewatch movies. I hate doing it. I don't like rewatching movies. I get really bored or something. I don't know what it is. It's something. It's some fucking condition I have anyway where I can't rewatch movies. And but some movies I do. But this one I was watching was a Wim Wenders movie, and it's his new one called Perfect Days. Has anyone seen it? It's a guy from Tokyo, and he's a toilet cleaner, but it just follows his day. It's fucking beautiful. It's a great movie. Absolutely beautiful. And it just follows his day, but he's such a peaceful guy, like a real peaceful dude. And it kind of just goes to show, like, you create your own little world there, and you become happy in your own little world. And you can really be happy there. But old things can always come in to disrupt it, Like that's what life is like, I find. And the film kind of showed this. This is what I got anyway from it, is that you can be happy in your life and have everything going brilliant one day, and then the next day just something can happen and you're back. You go back into your old issues or your old problem, you know what I mean? Or even just your old feeling shit or whatever it is. And the movie is kind of like that. It's excellent. It's really fun. Really good movie. If anyone wants to watch it, Perfect Days, Wim Wenders. It's almost like meditation. It's lovely. Why am I shaking? Yeah, man, I don't know. I only noticed that when I... Katas number one fan. I only noticed that when I start doing the podcast. I always shake my leg. I'm fucking... I have that restless leg syndrome. Like that. I'm fucking wired all the time. I'm also drinking these fucking double espressos all the time. Probably doesn't help. And you know what, too? I went out for a few drinks on Friday night. I'm a bit sick still. I'm thinking I'm going to kick the beer. I don't think I'm going to drink it anymore. I'm just so sick. Yesterday, I had so much food then. I'm full of salt. I am salt at the moment. I'm like 90% salt. Josh B watched Ricky Stanicky, is it? Oh, yeah. Is that any good? I see a lot of... is that like with some of the podcasters and that in it? Oh, what's your man's name? Santino. Is he in that? Creeping Dead. Been watching American History X recently. A fucking brilliant movie. And I haven't watched it in... 10 years probably, but it used to be one of my favorite movies. I absolutely love it. CB the Third watched Grand Budapest. Had been saving it as I love the movie and it's worth saving to watch. Oh man, the Grand Budapest is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Great movie. One of his best, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, restless leg. Yeah, you're probably right, CB the third. Yeah. It's a symptom of ADHD, man. I don't know. It seems like everything is a symptom of ADHD lately. I think we all have it. Kick the alcohol and do psychedelics instead. A lot of people seem to do that, but do you know what? You're kind of just jumping on another rock there as well. I think I'd be all right just doing nothing. Coffee. Yeah, bit of coffee. That'd do me probably. Yeah, loads of my family all have shaky leg, just like this. Leg. I never noticed how fucking wired I was until I had a daughter, and she's like that too. She's real wired like me, so it's cool. So I get her. I get how she feels. Yeah, I agree, Coach Will. Yeah, Coach Will says, my observation has been that those who claim to be the most accepting are the first ones to attack others by name. The ones who project to be the best of us are usually the worst of us. It's true. Do you know what the other thing is, though? We're all just fucking humans, aren't we? We're notoriously prone to making mistakes and being emotionally unbalanced. So, you know what I mean? We're all just fucking, we're just humans, really. I don't know. I try not to judge people in that. But it is hard, but I agree with you. There's a lot of spoofers out there, man. Full of shit. Alan Feerick, sing Let It Go for my daughter, please. No, I'm not doing any singing today. I'm too, I actually, I'm not going to do any, but I can't sing that anyway. Let it go, you know. I'm not able to do it. But it's absolutely belter of a tune, right? The kids love it as well. Do you know what they also like? That super simple songs, man. What the fuck? Jeez. That place must be making a fortune. And really only like nursery rhymes. Yeah, Coach Will, yeah, exactly. You're a perfect example, Coach Will. A really nice, peaceful man, very balanced, but you also fight people in a cage. So, you know, that's a bit crazy. But you need the balance of it, maybe, you know. That could be the yin to your yang, you know. You do need a balance of stuff, I find. But that's it. Again, look, that's just who you are. That's who I am. We're all fucking who we are. What can we do about it? I'm cursing a lot. Alan Feerick, if your daughter is there, I apologize. I am actually cursing. I apologize. Scarlett, hello. Let Go, Frozen. Hope you enjoyed. Number one fan. A great film. CB the Third, what do you think of the Grand Budapest Hotel anyway? What was your favourite part of it? Yesterday I was sitting down and I was just watching guys I like watching vlogs of guys in Japan. Just like an American guy. Can he's called like the brain dead American or something like that. Small brained American. Is that what his name is? I'm not sure. I can't remember now, but he's always in Japan. And I just love watching it. I love watching the crack in Japan. It's fucking great. I'd love to go. I've never been. Has anyone here ever been to Japan? Or even better, is anyone here Japanese? Yeah, the duality of men. That's good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, it is an excellent movie. I have to say, it's an absolutely wonderful film. He's some man to make the movies, right? He's made a few good ones there lately, but they're not really being they're not being promoted too much because I think he's got to the stage now where he's just making. They don't really the cinema releases don't come out as much anymore with the streaming platforms, right? Disney, Netflix, and that. Disney did launch like a lot of what probably would have went to cinema, but they don't really do that anymore, right? I'm opening up a bottle of water here. Can't do it with two hands. Let's see how we can do it. Yeah, no, it's an excellent movie. I'd love to see him do like a horror movie or something. Wes Anderson, it'd be fucking cool, right? But he just likes to do what he does. He's inspired me a lot though. With his movies are very fragmented, right? You know, like even the storytelling is not. It's quite loose in structure, and he doesn't mind meandering with thoughts. Eric, the actor, said, if I come to Ireland, where do I get the good coke that Connor has?" I don't know. You'd have to, you know, they're probably the same as any other city. You would probably know what the guy looks like that would sell that. So you'd probably be able to sniff it out. Pardon the pun. I'd say you'd get on fine. You'd probably have it within an hour or two. Also, do you know what I've been watching over the last few weeks? And you can get live on YouTube. The whole lot of it, really. King of the Hill. A true masterpiece. The older I get, the more I vibe with King of the Hill. Hank. I understand Hank now. When I was younger, I always thought Hank was boring. I actually thought the whole thing was kind of shit when I was younger, King of the Hill, but it's not. It's fucking fantastic. I love it. And I've watched so much of it. But they're doing a reboot. Did you know that? They're doing a reboot. I think it's out in August. But generally, reboots can be a bit dodgy sometimes. Because you're kind of chasing the dragon, aren't you? It was a thing once, and now it's not a thing. And nothing lasts forever. Maybe sometimes you can't go back. But you know what? Reboot was fantastic. And I rewatched it a while ago. The Twin Peaks Return. That's how you do a reboot. But I could imagine people hate that. Because when I first watched it, and I kind of wasn't in good form. And then the first few episodes, I was like, oh, I don't like this. I would just want to see Cooper. I want to see Cooper be Cooper. But I didn't get to see that. Then you had to wait, I don't know. Spoiler alert, but you had to wait a long time to see Cooper. And then when he does come back, I lost my mind. Because it was absolutely unreal. But that's the way you do it. You don't give the people what they want. Yeah, CB the third. Yeah. They're dead. Your man died, didn't he? It's just sad. Yeah, Eric the actor. Any pub in the country, CB said, which is true. You just get. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you how to take drugs, man. That's not cool. You look after yourself, right? Don't be getting me involved in this. Zorla Borla said, "You sound like a comedian." Well, it's probably because I'm holding the mic. You know, that's kind of what comedians do. They just hold the mic, and talk shit for a while. And I'm also looking at this stuff on Reddit where I was making fun of Joe Rogan and them for saying you know, they were saying that being a comedian is the hardest job in the world. It's so funny when they all say it all the time. The comedian guys went kind of crazy in the little YouTube scene, didn't they? They kind of turned into something of their own. There's always controversy around them, and I don't know. They were weird. They were a weird group. Very dramatic stuff, and very angry. And very political. I think Norm Macdonald said you should never be political as a comedian because it dates your comedy, which is true. And also, people are trying to get away from politics and stuff when they listen to comedy, right? So I think same with movies. But look, everyone to their own. They can do whatever you want with whatever you're doing. But personally, I prefer to steer away from all that stuff. Even when I'm writing movies or making movies, I'm more interested in magic now than reality, to tell you the truth. I'll always try add in a little bit of magic. If I'm making a movie and it's too real, I'll be like, right, now, where can we bring in like a ghost or or a portal, maybe? So that's why the movie I'm making at the moment, Outer Heavens, that originally was very normal. But then we started to fuck it all up, We started to make it all funky. So now it's not. But it's mixed with normality, which is great. But it's completely... it's not a fancy movie or anything. It's hard to describe what it is. But it's more of a feeling. It's a very atmospheric movie. And it's a nice journey. But it started in normality. But I always like to pick out the slightly mad things that happen in real life and put them into movies, right? You say like, what's kind of nuts here? That was kind of nuts. And I write them down. Little things that happen, I'll write them down if something is interesting or weird. And then at the end, I'll just collect them all together and make them into a movie. But Shay is here. What's up, Shay? You're only out of bed. Jesus, Shay, it's 3 o'clock. What's going on? You're up all last night now. You're up acting the bollocks last night, I'd say. Up to no good. Please, peace and respect, brother. We're just having a little chat here today, Shay. We're not doing any music, man. I'm going to do 2 live musics and then one little podcast kind of thing a week or something like that. Or whatever this is. A live broadcast from Ireland, Port Arlington, County Laois. Valerie B, hello. What's up, Valerie? Where are you from? Where are you from, Valerie? I like to know where people are from. It's good fun. I'm drinking some sparkling water here. If in America is what I saw someone saying, if you don't know, in Ireland, see the way the cap is on the bottle. All the bottles are like that. It's got to do with recycling. Oh, CB. The documentaries by Connor English. They're fantastic, man. He's an excellent filmmaker. Excellent. He's got a new one. He's got a new one coming out. It's about I think it's already out, but I think he'd send you a link. It might be private at the moment, but he'd send you a screening link. I'd say it's The Fla. It's about The Fla. It's called Shadowtown. It's excellent. All Irish music. The Fla in Ireland is this thing that happens it happens once a year, and it's just all Irish musicians just come to a town and play music on the streets and in the pubs, and you'd have all sorts of musicians. You'd have amateur musicians, you'd have professional, you'd have really like master craftsmen, and then you can have some guy who's only have to learn how to play the tin whistle or something. It's a wonderful experience. Sean Tweed says tree with saying tree, cough. Believe you may be making fun of my accent there, Sean. Defina 3013. Hello, sir. Good evening. What's the crack? How are you getting on? Valerie's from Quebec, Canada. Quebec. Do you speak French there? Who's famous from Quebec. I always know a lot of my geography from watching professional wrestling when I was younger. Quebec is what wrestler is from Quebec? I don't know. I always remember Bret Hart is from. Oh my god! Now I can't remember. Where's Bret Hart from? Alberta, Canada. Alberta, Canada. Shay, you're awake since Thursday. Oh Jesus! You need a good sleep, so that's too long. Were you drinking? I was drinking Friday night, and I'm giving it up, man. I don't feel good after it. I yesterday then I ate like a breakfast roll, which is sausages, rashers, and all that shit in a roll, and then I ate full pizza, and I ate about 10 packets of hula hoops. Raw off, disasters. Get me away from it. I'm not drinking it anymore. It's too bad for you. I do a real healthy week, then I'd be like out running and doing fucking weights and eating real good, and then on Friday night then I'll just eat shite and drinking. It's not good for you. It's bad for you. But it's good release though. Sometimes you need it a little bit. I think it helps, you know. Helps take the edge off. Whatever that is. But sure, what can we do? Yeah. But you know what? It's a beautiful thing. Well, listen, guys, I think we might leave it there. And maybe we'll do a few songs next week. Have a little sing-song going. Maybe Monday, Tuesday we'll do a little sing-song. Get the fucking party started early, and then Friday then as well maybe. But I don't know about Fridays. I don't know if people don't really be on too much on a Friday. Tuesday, for some reason, loads of people to be on. Whatever that's about. Oh, yeah. Shay haven't drank alcohol for 16 years. Fair play to you, man. That's great. It's good to know when to kick the fucking thing, isn't it? I had a friend who was saying to one of my friends he's an alcoholic, and he said the same thing to him. He said, how can you be an alcoholic if you don't drink? Oh, are you the kind of guy who eats half gallon of ice cream before getting into bed to hotbox himself under the covers with his own farts? Yeah, asking because I'm looking for new friends with the same hobbies. I was about to say, I think that was so specific. Chuck, I think that was so specific, you may have been speaking about yourself. No, I wouldn't really do that, but, you know, everybody does kind of like their own farts. They're funny, right? Why are farts funny? I don't know. They're universally funny. Kids think they're funny from the minute they can laugh. If they fart, they'll laugh at their own farts. Whatever it is, humans just think it's funny. Why is it so funny? It's fucking gas. I was thinking this the other day, though. Like, other animals don't really laugh, do they? CB's been drinking less and less every year, but since your gallbladder went, I can't drink at all anymore. It feels terrible, yeah. Yeah, that's not good. You wouldn't probably want to be drinking too much. Do you know what? Fuck it all, man. It's only out shite anyway. It's only out of bollocks. Drinking. Farts are inherently funny. They absolutely are. Bro, the responses I get when asking this in live chat, priceless. Yeah, brilliant. I actually do go on to live chats and say the same thing to about 20 live chats, and nearly never ever get back to me. But I always say knock knock, and then they say who's there, and then they say IMAP, and then they say IMAP who, and then I go ha ha ha, and then they're like I don't get it. I just keep saying it to them then. But is that trolling? I don't know. But I think I do it on TikTok. I don't do it on YouTube. I don't know. How are you all finding the lives on YouTube? I noticed that if I do a live on YouTube, I get like shitloads of views on it. But then if I put up a normal video, it doesn't really get many views. That's why you start doing the lives. It's like, fuck it. They're less hassle. You don't have to edit. And then they're good crack because you're talking to everyone. But where do you find it? I was like on my phone the other day and he's looking for knock knock, I'm up. No, it's knock knock, I'm map. I am map. I am Mapu. Or you can say I eat map. I eat Mapu. It's hilarious. Poos as well. Yeah, you know what? Farts are inherently funny, and so is poo as well. If you say it to kids, little kids, if you want to make a little kid laugh, say something about poo. MLS. Do you know the song Come Out Ye Blackened Hands? Yes, I do indeed. Famous song over here in Ireland, I believe, written by the Wolf Tones. And did I see that? Were they playing it? Were they playing it in? Did Kneecap play it after their gig the other night in Ireland or something? Did they? I didn't actually look in at it. I just saw a video when I was scrolling by. Reister Deister says you go to shorts and then scan through. You'll come to a live and then hit into the one. Scroll away at the lives. Ah, yeah. So yeah, it just comes up then. Very cool. Does there be many lives on? I'm going to do that now because they're a good crack. I never was really into them before, but I do like them now, and they're funny. You'd be surprised how many people come in and talk on them as well. Then it is kind of exciting when you're right in and then someone actually gets back to you on it, though. I always find. I only ever see the lives on TikTok, so it's nuts. Like, there'll be like some pub doing karaoke in some dodgy pub in England to be doing karaoke in the middle of the day, and it's all these drunk guys doing karaoke. It's like so weird. TikTok is a really weird kind of place. I think it's very strange to me. YouTube Shorts feed, yeah. Death scrolling, yeah. I'm trying to get off that now. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to like just delete. I keep deleting all my apps, but then because of work and everything, I have to go back in to upload stuff. Yeah, CB, you like the live streams, don't you? I always see you have people singing and stuff, which is cool. I always click on them when they pop up. One of my friends, I don't know, he might probably not even here now, but he does do live streams, and if he's just like him editing a video or something, and then I'm in there watching it, and he's just there sitting there editing like this. He doesn't even talk or anything. Why am I watching it? I just am. It's cool because if you think about it, it's like we have our own TV channels now. Like you literally have your own TV channel on your phone right now. Like you can go live right now and just you're on live TV. Basically, it's fucking crazy. You never had the chance to do that before. And even I find with making movies, like you literally, if you have an iPhone 14, right, or even before that, and you have a nice mic. But even with the iPhone 14, you don't even really need a mic. You can make a film and enter it into a film festival. And if the story's good, it'll get in. It's crazy. Guy opening oysters for pearls gets thousands of live viewers. Yeah, man. I saw there's this guy was taking carbuncles off of fucking crabs. Everyone's watching it. It's nuts. It's like it's very yeah. I think the curiosity of the whole thing, the madness of it all, is what makes it so interesting, right? Yeah, CB the Third said the first time he saw YouTube, he said it was the future of entertainment, and it sure as hell has been for him. I actually agree. When I always loved YouTube, but when I moved out of home into my own apartment, I kind of got TV. You know, you got TV channels, and it's kind of like, this is shit. So I had on my PlayStation YouTube, and I used to watch YouTube. But ever since now, I'm just like watch YouTube all the time. I don't even really watch TV. Only when something is on that I know I'll watch, but I never like casually watch TV anymore. Shay says, I treat live streams as the modern day CB radio. Yeah, that's a fact. It's like you're popping in on some weird shit. Well, it's kind of is like you have your own radio station, right? Even with podcasts. Like anyone can do a podcast now. And everyone's like, podcasts are a new thing, but podcasts really only just, you know, people doing a radio show, right? Yeah, he's right. Shay's the man. Shay knows the crack. Yeah. Yeah, so this week I think I'm going to go do a good training regime. Is anyone doing any good training at the moment? I find when you're fit in your body, you're good in your head as well, you know? Even creatively. You need to be fucking moving. You need to be fucking lifting some weights. You need to be getting fucking fit. Feeling the good energy coming in. Helps a lot with the with creativity, creating stuff. Or even just doing stuff. Daz, what do you mean, quit while you're ahead? Quit what? Maybe. But I'm going to do... I like a little kettlebell there. I've got a little kettlebell going at the moment. I don't have much time with all the kids, you know. Just boom, banging kettlebells out of it. Running's great as well, but it takes a bit of time, right? Wall climbing? Fuck me. That'd be very hard, man. I'm shit at like pull-ups and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm shy at them. I can't do them. I can only do like a few. Push-ups, pull-ups, CB the Third's doing them as well. I'm not good at pull-ups, man. Is it a belief thing, maybe? Push-ups I like. Riding a bike around is good crack too. You're getting a little bit of extra fucking... Getting, like, I find if I leave my car, I'll just cycle around and you're getting a good bit of extra fucking exercise in there that you wouldn't normally. What is it called? Hidden exercise or whatever I don't know what it's called. Shay's up in the Big Smoke in Dublin. That's what we call Dublin here in Ireland, the Big Smoke. Why do we call it that, Shay, do you know? Was it something got to do with the pollution or factories or something? The Big Smoke. The Big Smoke. I was only up in Dublin a while ago at the women's VHI mini marathon I was working at. We were creating a video. A nice little walk from Euston Station. I walked the whole way from Euston Station out to the mini marathon, which is in Fitzwilliam Street. It's about an hour walk. Reister Deister was up in Belfast. I'm going up to Belfast in 2 weeks. My wife is having a surgery there, ACL. She's getting ACL surgery done on her knee. She did her knee and doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She was only getting going at it as well. She just started it. I'm doing it years and I never got injured. But it freaked me out a little bit. I don't like the ACL. That's like a full year. You're gone. Then you have to have fucking surgery. You don't want that either. Oh, Jesus. Christopher Hill's giving in a little dirty joke there into the chat. My God, Christopher. What's wrong with you? Kingsbridge, yep, that's where she's doing it. With the smog. Kingsbridge, I was up there a few months back for a consultation. She's gone for consultation. We stayed up there. It's lovely. I'd never really actually been in Belfast. I've never had been in Belfast before. Really nice, really nice. Cool little vibe up there. I like the buildings are pretty cool. I went down one road though, then it looked a bit. I was a bit scared down there. It looked a bit like dodgy. I thought maybe might have been a bit of a dodgy road I went down. Happens in Dublin sometimes. I remember one time I went to collect my friends from a Britney Spears concert, and I went down the wrong way in Dublin. Oh, holy Jesus, man! The guard stopped me in the car, right? And they said, "Get out of here." He said, "You don't want to be hanging around here, man. Get the fuck out of here." He's like, "Right, see ya." So they actually stopped me to see what he was doing. Was I all right? Mad. I can't remember where it was, but it was dodgy enough now. Oh, it is some spot, right? I tell you what, it's some fucking spot. I couldn't believe the hospital when I went in. I was like, whoa. CB started out hanging on the bar, down from normal 190 pounds to 138 after surgery. You lost a lot of weight. Just kept working on them until the pull-ups started to happen. Now I just make sure to do some every day. Christopher Hill, 10 Hail Marys. Yeah, that's it. He's done them already. Wash your mouth out. Reister, be grand in there. Crown Bar, Duke of York, White's Tavern, Harp Bar, The Spaniard, Dirty Onion. Nice. I will go in there, but I probably won't be doing too much. She'll be getting the surgery done. I won't be drinking anyway. No more drink now. Just gonna do these bars. I'm gonna start doing pull-ups, so see how many pull-ups I can get up to. I'd say I could do only about 5 now, probably. But what like try to get up to? What's a good number? Probably be able to do 20. 20 be hard though, wouldn't it? I don't gig at all, Reister. I don't ever do any gigs. I haven't done a gig in about 12 years, I'd say. I don't play music at all. Out and about. Only here on YouTube. And only recently. But I probably maybe should. But I don't know. I don't know if I like it. See, it's different when you come on here on YouTube because I can play whatever I want. It's when you're in a pub, you have to kind of... It's your job to entertain the crowd properly. And sometimes that requires you just maybe doing stuff that you don't really like that much. And you kind of have to be a bit more lively, right? But maybe not. Maybe I was thinking if you just keep going on here, then you might build up people might build up a taste for the kind of music that you do, and then they'll know what to expect. I'd love to make a fortune up there, though. That'd be lovely. I love money. That's great. Could always do with a bit of money. But yeah, like my father plays a lot of gigs, and yeah, he does gigs in Temple Bar. But he loves it. He loves doing all the stuff for the crowd. He's really he loves that stuff. But I'm a bit more contrary, I guess. Eric the actor. Yeah. But that's the crack, guys. I think, anyway, look. Thanks for the recommendations. Here's what we got from today's fucking chat, right? We're all going to start doing pull-ups. You too, Shay. You are going to be doing pull-ups now, right? I want you to have 10 pull-ups done now by next time I'm on here. And then you'll fucking sleep then. Reister's telling me if I went up, I'd make it big in fucking Belfast. Now he has me thinking about it. Christopher Hill's making dirty jokes. I don't know what's going on. Eric the actor's trying to wind us up here. CB the third. Great show. Yeah, I mean, Outlet does a great show. I tried to get him to do lives again, but he wouldn't commit to it. He's like, he couldn't be consistently doing it, so he stopped kind of. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to get him on here and do one with me. But you see, the problem is it'll be his show. He wants it to be his show then. It'll be the Aiden Dial show. And then I'll be sitting in the background. Because he's a charismatic man. He knows the crack. He knows how to entertain the people. But look, that's where I get it from. That's where I got the whole interest of it all from. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. And as the Pecker Dunn says, a man will never go hungry with a fiddle, banjo, or song. So there you go. Right, lads, I'm going to bet on now. Thanks very much for joining in. And listen, we'll be doing music later on in the week. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. Take her handy. Take her easy. That's it, CV. Shay can barely walk. You don't need to be able to walk to do pull-ups. You don't even need to use your legs, man. Bravo, Johnny. When you eating a jar of onions. Well, I was eating a jar of beetroot there all last week. I love beetroot. I'm gone mad eating it. I think it's beetroot season over here in Ireland. I can't stop eating it. It's fairly good for you as well, boys, I think. I think it's fairly good for you. Yeah, well, are they just pickled onions, are they? Silver onions. Bravo, Johnny. Pickled onions are lovely. I have a jar of them in the fridge, man. Might crack into them later on this evening. Radish season. Yeah, there we go. All right, lads, listen, have a lovely day. Keep it real. I'll see you on the flip side.